at that, you've got Airtel Technologies as well, and Infosys, which are weighing pretty heavy on the market.
Let's actually cut across to Bharti Airtel CEO Sanjay Kapoor addressing the media after meeting Telecom Minister Kapil Sibal.
Any part of the world. In fact, for countries like Korea and Japan, who have crossed 50% of the revenues coming from non-voice, actually has come from 3G, 4G and high-end services which consume a lot of bandwidth. But with a frozen bandwidth as assumed in this model, it's absolutely fallacious to be considering anything like that. And then finally, the impact of the government levies has not even been taken into account for the additional revenues, which includes license fee, spectrum charges, service taxes, etc., which have a 23% bearing on the overall impact of costs. If you were to take only these assumptions that I have just mentioned, this has roughly a 30 paisa per minute impact, and which is 8 times plus higher than what TRAI has recommended. Now, this is fallacious. This is fallacious because ultimately there is no national price. There is a circle-to-circle price. In one circle, the cost of spectrum, the reserve price is 7 crores, and on other end there is a circle, metros, where it is 717 crores, which is a 100-time differential. Therefore, there will be circles which will have more than 100% price rise if they were to absorb the impact of what is being recommended. And finally, and very importantly, what is to be noted is the concept of price elasticity of demand has not even been considered by anybody. As the prices rise, the consumption goes down, and it has been absolutely assumed as if the consumption will remain constant, which is not correct. Now, with so much of spectrum available, only 20% is being auctioned in the market, which clearly tells you that an artificial scarcity is being created, and therefore the prices will be taken up unrealistically. And we also shared with you the other day that the prices that are being put on the reserved price today, recommendations on the reserve price, are much higher than any part of the world when actually adjusted for purchasing power parity. Let me quickly move on to the refarming issue, and we discussed the impacts on the consumer and everything else the other day with you, but we went back and made a calculation on what it means for the industry. And it is very sad that industry will have to actually invest 125,000 crores of capex and 25,000 crores of operating cost additionally to just protect the existing revenues. This will also include write-offs of 25,000 crores worth of assets which will not be used by the industry because 900 will not exist. And these are the major implications, and we have referred this earlier, that these have serious implications on the sustainability of the industry going forward. We've put this across to the Minister and to the Secretary. They promised us that they will favorably consider and actually go through details on each and every point that has been made by the industry.
Yes. Some of us did mention about this joint tech.
Okay, that's the CEO of Bharti Airtel, Sanjay Kapoor, making a case against those controversial TRAI recommendations, saying that the industry will have to cumulatively write off as much as 25,000 crores if the refarming proposal goes through. Also speaking on tariffs, he's indicated the tariffs could go up by as much as 100% in circles like Delhi. Again, if those recommendations go through, that's just going to be a passover of the extra levy. So obviously criticizing those TRAI recommendations, he seems hopeful that the government will reject the TRAI recommendations and give them a fair chance. That's the word coming in from Bharti Airtel after that meeting of top telecom CEOs with Minister Kapil Sibal. Stocks under pressure, of course, in trade in a weak market. So Bharti Airtel trading actually pretty flat there at 315. But let's shift focus away from telecom and get you some more midday trading calls. It's that time of the show when our top technical experts give you some buy and sell ideas. Ashwini Gujral and Rajat Bose join us with their midday calls for trade today. Ashwini, you've got a buy call and 2 sell calls.
Yeah, the market is a bit two-sided, although the basic bias is down.